Hello everyone, I am Krick Kodan and in this video I will be doing a review of match 50 between LSG and RCB. The last time these two teams met, RCB chased down the target of around 150 in 15 overs to win the match in Bengaluru. LSG were on a losing spree with 6 consecutive losses before the start of this game. This match was played at the Ekana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow and the match started on time, but then due to rain breaks, it got reduced to 19 overs per innings. RCB won the toss and they decided to bowl first. LSG scored 209 runs in their 19 overs in the first innings and then defended the DLS adjusted target of 213 as RCB managed to score just 203 runs in their 19 overs. LSG won the match by 9 runs by DLS method and Mitchell Marsh was the player of the match for his excellent knock of 111 of 56 deliveries. Now let's go to the playing 11 for the match. So for LSG, there were 4 changes. Arshin Kulkarni coming in for Josh Inglis, who was injured. Shahbaz Ahmed came in for Manimaran Siddharth. Digvesh Rathi came in for Mohsin Khan. And Mayank Yadav came in for Avesh Khan. So Mayank Yadav was their impact player who came in for Himmat Singh. For RCB, there was only one change with Rasik Salam coming in for Venkatesh Iyer. And Team David was the impact player who came in for Suyash Sharma. Now let's go to the overs of the match. So LSG had a new opening pair of Mitchell Marsh and Arshin Kulkarni opening for them, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar started very well with giving just 5 runs in the first over. Then in the next over of Josh Hazelwood, Mitchell Marsh hit a 6 on the first ball, but after 3 balls, the first rain break came and the players got off the field, and after 5 minutes, they came back as the shower stopped. Then, continuing the over, Mitchell Marsh hit another 6 to score 13 runs of that over. Then, in the next over, there was a chance for a return catch to Bhuvneshwar Kumar in the third ball of that over of Arshin Kulkarni, but Bhuvi couldn't hold on to the catch. Then, on the last ball of that same over, Mitchell Marsh hit a 6 to score 9 runs in that over. Then, Krunal Pandya came into the attack to bowl in the power play, and he was hit for a 4 and 6 by Mitchell Marsh to score 12 runs of that over. Then Rasik Salam was also hit for 2 sixes and a 4 by Mitchell Marsh to score 17 runs in that over. Then Josh Hazelwood came in to bowl the last over of the power play and Mitchell Marsh hit a 4 to get to his 50 and then hit another 2 fours to score 12 runs of that over. LSG finished the power play on 68 without losing any wickets. Then in the next over, Suyash Sharma came in to bowl and he was hit for a 6 by Mitchell Marsh and Arshin Kulkarni also hit a 4 to score 12 runs of that over. Then Krunal Pandya came in to bowl the next over and the over went for just 6 runs with Mitchell Marsh hitting 1 boundary. Then in the next over of Suyash Sharma, Mitchell Marsh again hit another boundary to score 9 runs and he moved to 75 runs. At the end of this over, there was another rain break. This time the break was longer, around half an hour, and the players went off the field. Then when the players came back, Krunal Pandya got the wicket of Arshin Kulkarni, who got out for 17 in 24 deliveries and the over went for just 3 runs. At the halfway mark, LSG were 98 for 1. Then Rasik Salam came in to bowl the 11th over and he was hit for 2 fours by Nicholas Puran to score 11 runs in the over. Then Josh Hazelwood bowled an excellent over, giving away just 6 singles. Krunal Pandya came in to bowl the next over and he was hit for a 6 on the first ball of that over, and then Romanesh Shepherd came in to bowl the next over and he was hammered for 20 runs. There were 4 leg byes on the first ball, and after that Mitchell Marsh hit 2 fours to get to his century and hit another 6 on the last ball of that over. At the end of this over, there was another rain break around 30 minutes, and this time when they came back, the game was reduced to 19 overs with 1 over lost. Then in the next over, Nicholas Puran hit a 4 to Rasik Salam to score 10 runs of the over. Then in the next over of Bhuvi, there was a chance to get Mitchell Marsh wicket on the 5th ball of that over, but Devdutt Padikkal could not hold on to the catch. On the last ball of that same over, Nicholas Puran hit a 6 and the over went for 10 runs. Then Josh Hazelwood got the wicket of Mitchell Marsh on the first ball of the next over and the over went for 18 runs with Rishabh Pant hitting 2 fours and a 6. In the same over, there was another chance, but Jacob Battle made an excellent effort to hold on to the catch, but no, he could not hold on to the catch running in from the boundary. Then in the next over of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, there was another chance on the fourth ball of that over, but Krunal Pandya could not hold on to the catch. Nicholas Puran also hit a 4 in that over to score 10 runs of the over. In the last over, Rasik Salam got the wicket of Nicholas Puran on the second ball, but Rishabh Pant hit 2 4s and a 6 to score 16 runs in the over. At the end of the innings, LSG made an impact sub to bring in Mayank Yadav in place of Himmat Singh. Now going to the second innings, Mohammad Shami started the innings for LSG with the ball with 3 wides in the first 3 balls of the innings. Then on the fourth ball, there was a misfield from Prince Yadav and the ball went for a 4. But on the next ball, Mohammad Shami got the wicket of Jacob Bethel and the over went for just 9 runs. Then in the next over, Prince Yadav got the most important wicket of Virat Kohli on second ball. Then Devdutt Padikkal hit a 6 on the fifth ball of that over and the over went for 8 runs. Then the next 3 overs went for just 18 runs with Mohammad Shami and Mayank Yadav bowling good overs. There were 3 boundaries hit. Rajat Patidar hit 2 4s of Mayank Yadav and Mohammad Shami, and Devdutt Padikkal also hit 1 boundary. Then Prince Yadav came in to bowl the last over of the power play and he was hit for a 4 by Devdutt Padikkal to score 10 runs of the over. RCB were 45 for 2 at the end of the power play. Then Digvish Rathi came in to bowl the next over and he was hit for a 6 and a 4 by Rajat Patidar to score 15 runs of the over. Then Mayank Yadav was also hit for a 6 by Rajat Patidar to score 9 runs in the next over. Then Digvish Rathi continued his spell and he was hit for a 4 by Devdutt Padikkal and Rajat Patidar hit 2 6s to move to 45 and the over went for 17 runs. RCB needed 127 runs in the last 10 overs after the 9th over. Then Mayank Yadav came into bowl and he was hit for 2 6s by Rajat Patidar to get to his 50 and over went for 18 runs. Then Prince Yadav bowled an excellent over, getting the wickets of Devdutt Padikkal and Jitesh Sharma in the same over, and the over went for just 3 runs. After the wicket of Jitesh Sharma, RCB made an impact sub, bringing in Tim David in place of Suyash Sharma. RCB needed 106 runs from the last 8 overs and Shahbaz Ahmed came in to bowl the 12th over. He was hit for a 4 by Tim David, but he made a strong comeback by taking the wicket of the RCB captain Rajat Patidar on 61. The over went for just 6 runs. In the next over, Digvish Rathi was hit for a 4 by Tim David to score 9 runs in the over. RCB needed 91 runs in the last 6 overs. Then Shahbaz Ahmed continued his spell and he was hit for 2 boundaries by Krunal Pandya and Tim David to score 11 runs of the over. Then Mayank Yadav came in to finish his spell of 4 overs and he was hammered for 17 runs with Tim David hitting a boundary and 2 6s in that over. RCB needed 63 runs of the last 4 overs and Shahbaz Ahmed came in to bowl the next over. He was hit for a 6 by Tim David, but then he got the wicket of Tim David on 40 and in the next 2 balls, Romario Shepherd came in to bat and hit 2 4s to score 16 runs of that over. RCB now needed 47 runs in the 3 overs and Mohammad Shami was hit for 2 6s by Krunal Pandya on the last 2 balls of the over to score 14 runs in that over. Now the equation came down to 33 runs needed in the last 2 overs and Prince Yadav was called to bowl the 18th over. He was hit for a 4 by Krunal Pandya and Romario Shepherd also hit a 6 to get 13 runs in the over. In the last over, RCB needed 20 runs and no, LSG didn't have any other options as all their fast bowlers overs were completed, so they had to go with Digvish Rathi to bowl the last over. Digvish Rathi started the last over excellently, giving away just 3 runs in the first 3 deliveries, with now RCB requiring 17 runs of the last 3 deliveries. Romario Shepherd was on strike and he hit a 4 on the next delivery to bring down the equation to 13 runs in the last 2 balls. So RCB needed 2 6s to tie the match, but Digvish Rathi held his nerve and gave away just 3 runs in the next 2 deliveries to win the match for LSG. Now let's go to the scorecard for the match. So in the first innings, Mitchell marched 111 from 56 with 9 fours and 9 sixes, strike rate of 198. Arshin Kulkarni 17 of 24 deliveries, Nicholas Puran 38 from 23, Rishabh Pant not out on 32 from just 10 deliveries, and Aiden Markram not out on 1 from 1. In the bowling, Bhuvneshwar Kumar 4 overs, none for 34, Josh Hazelwood 4 overs, 1 for 49, Krunal Pandya 4 overs, 1 for 31, Rasik Salam 4 overs, 1 for 53, Suyash Sharma 2 overs, none for 21, and Romario Shepherd 1 over for 16 runs. LSG scored 209 for 3 in 19 overs with a run rate of 11, and there were 10 extras, which included 5 leg byes and 5 wides. Now going to the second innings, Jacob Bethel 4 from 5, Virat Kohli 0 from 2, Devdutt Padikkal 34 from 25, Rajat Patidar 61 from 31, Jitesh 1 from 3, Team David 40 from 17, Krunal Pandya not out on 28 from 16, Romario Shepherd not out on 23 from 15. In the bowling card, Mohammad Shami 4 overs 1 for 33, Prince Yadav 4 overs 3 for 33, Mayank Yadav 4 overs none for 50, Digvesh Rathi 4 overs none for 50, and Shahbaz Ahmed 3 overs 2 for 33. RCB finished with a total of 203 for 6 in the 19 overs with a run rate of 10.68, and there were 12 extras in the innings, which included 4 leg byes and 8 wides. Now let's go to the fall of wickets for both the teams. For LSG, Arshin Kulkarni lost his wicket to Kunal Pandya with Rajat Patidar taking the catch in the 10th over after the rain break. Then Mitchell Marsh lost his wicket to Josh Hazlewood with Jacob Bethel taking the catch, and Nicholas Puran lost his wicket to Rafiq Salam with Krunal Pandya taking the catch in the 19th over. For RCB, Jacob Bethel got out in the first over to Mohammad Shami with Prince Yadav taking the catch. Then Virat Kohli was bowled by an excellent delivery from Prince Yadav in the second over. Devdutt Padikkal lost his wicket to Prince Yadav, caught and bowled in the 11th over. Then Jitesh Sharma also got out in the same over with Rishabh Pant taking the catch and Prince Yadav getting the second wicket in that over. Then Rajat Patidar got out to Shahbaz Ahmed with Aidan Markram taking the catch. Team David lost his wicket again to Shahbaz Ahmed with Digvesh Rathi taking the catch in the 16th over. Now let's go to the top partnerships of the match. For LSG, the highest partnership was the opening partnership between Mitchell Marsh and Arshin Kulkarni of 95 of just 56 deliveries. Marsh scored 76 of 32 and Kulkarni scored 17 from 24. Then the next highest partnership for them was of 70 from 41 between Nicholas Puran and Mitchell Marsh. For RCB, the highest partnership was of 95 from 53 between Rajat Patidar and Devdutt Padikkal. Rajat scored 60 from 29 and Padikkal scored 34 from 24. Then they had two other partnerships of 46 of 24 between Team David and Krunal Pandya, and another partnership of 45 from 21 between Romario Shepherd and Krunal Pandya. Now going to the graphs for the match. So in the worm graph, you can see both the worms were very close to each other throughout the innings. There was a little gap here in the 3rd to 9th over where RCB worm was a little down from the LSG worm. But after the 10th over, they made a very good comeback and they almost moved ahead of LSG at that point. But then they lost 3 quick wickets and their worm came down from the LSG worm. And then they almost finished similar to where LSG finished in the innings. Now going to the run rate graph. So you can see here the LSG run rate, how it picked up, and it was around 11 runs per over at the end of the power play. But after that, it came down a bit to 9.8 runs per over and they finished strongly going over 10.72. For RCB, they lost quick wickets in the first 2 overs and their run rate dipped down a bit to 6.5, and at the end of the power play it was around 7.5. So then after the power play they picked up their run rate and went about 10.4 at the end of the 10 overs, but again they lost 3 quick wickets and their run rate came down to 9.5, and then they finished it almost around 10.68 at the end of the innings. Now going to the Manhattan graph, we'll check the LSG Manhattan first. So here you can see the buildings were very high at the start of the innings. They had around 5 overs which went for about 10 in the first 7 overs, and after that they had some very quiet overs after the power play, but they finished very well with the last 6 overs, all of them, in fact the last 7 overs, all of them were around 10 overs or above, with the 14th over being the highest of 20 runs and 18 runs was the 17th over, and finished the innings with a 16-run over. Now we'll look at the RCB Manhattan. So RCB didn't start that well. No, the first 6 overs they didn't have any over which went about 10 runs per over. The highest was the 6th over which went for 10 runs. But after the power play they picked up their scoring rate, and in the next 4 overs they had 3 overs which went for around 15, 17 and 18. So here they brought their run rate back on track. But after this big over they lost 3 quick wickets in the next 2 overs which brought them down a little bit, but they had a good chance to win the match and they just fell short by 9 runs. So in the last 5 overs also, they scored about 10 runs per over in the 4 overs and the last over went for just 10 runs. Now going to the summary of the match. So this was a rain-affected match and the match was reduced to 19 overs after the third rain break. RCB bowlers could have bowled a little bit better, but Mitchell Marsh played an excellent innings of 111 for LSG. There were some chances in the field, but RCB were not able to capitalize on them, and LSG used these chances to their advantage. While chasing the target, RCB lost 2 wickets of both the openers, but still they played well to come so close to win the match. They required 91 runs in the last 6 overs with 5 wickets in hand, and they brought it down to 33 in 2 overs. But Romario and Krunal were not able to finish the game in the end. LSG finally won a match after 6 consecutive losses, and it took a very special innings from Mitchell Marsh to get them over the line. He batted brilliantly to get LSG to a good total, and Pant also finished very well. Then in the bowling, they started very well, sending the openers back in the first 2 overs of the innings. They didn't allow RCB to fly off in the power play, and at the death overs, they held a nerve to defend a target, especially in the last over by Digvesh Rathi. Spinner bowling the last over with a batter like Romario Shepherd on strike is always difficult, but hats off to Digvesh for pulling it off and defending 20 runs in the last over. RCB missed a chance to go to the top of the table with a win, but they are still at a very good position on the table. Now let's go to the points table. So RCB are on third place with 6 wins out of 10 matches with 12 points and a healthy net run rate of 1.249, and LSG are still at 10th position with 3 wins out of 10 matches with 6 points and a net run rate of minus 0.949. Now going to the graphs. So in the points graph, you can see RCB are still on 12 points along with RR and GT after losing this match. And LSG has moved to 6 points along with MI after winning this match. Now let's go to the position graph. So after this match, there is no change in the table with LSG maintaining their last position after winning this match and RCB also maintaining the third position after losing this match. So now let's go to the playoff chance graph. So RCB's chances didn't change a bit. The moved from 76 to 77% even after losing this match. And LSG don't have much chances to qualify for the playoffs as you can see in this graph. Now going to the top 2 chances. So RCB's chances have increased to from 42 to 44 even after losing this match, and they are still in a strong position to finish in the top 2. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about the video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.